This podcast is brought to you by the Grosse Pointe North TV Production Department. You are now listening to The D in Sports by Cam Schaefer.
I just did 30 this week. Ain't even bothered to check. I got your shorty with me. Offered 11 to take. LA said they wanna speak. I told them give me a jet. Yeah.
So 2020 was not the year for Detroit sports. All of them just weren't good. I mean, they've been bad for a while, and it's just a real rebuilding stage for all four of them. But college basketball is looking good for Michigan and Michigan State. They're looking pretty good. Football was not it. College football was not it in Michigan. Lions, they made some good moves. They fired their GM and head coach. Red Wings made some moves. They recently just announced that Dylan Larkin will be wearing the C this year, being their captain. Pistons, off to a shaky start, but they're a very young team, and only with 2 wins, it's hard to win in this league right now. Everybody's doing some big things. Tigers, they haven't done much. I mean, they're gonna have a very young core. Next few years are gonna be fun watching the young kids. They just got a new coach, AJ Hinch, who was with the Astros, won a World Series. Yes, he got caught cheating, but I like him because rumors, like things that came out, were saying that he did not approve of the cheating and he just did not like that. And he just can't say anything, because if he says something, then he's gonna get called out for it and he's gonna get penalized like he did. But yeah, Tigers gonna be fun next few years. Recently drafted, in 2019 drafted with the 7th pick, I believe, Riley Green, an outfielder who's very fun to watch, very fast. Yeah, he's gonna be fun to watch. This in 2020 with the first pick, Spencer Torkelson out of Arizona State, and he's big corner infielder, outfielder. It's gonna be fun. Personally, I hope that we can get rid of the Miguel Cabrera contract soon. He's just old, not playing well. Doesn't look like he cares much about the game. Yeah, he's just at the peak of his career, and we have him for a couple more years. Pistons, they're having a young year. Their rookie guard, Killian Hayes, he was looking shaky at the start of the season, but I still like him because he's 19, youngest in the league, and he's going against some of the top guards in the league, like Steph Curry, Trae Young, D'Angelo Russell. And he's likely out for the year with a knee injury. He could be out for only 4 to 6 weeks if he does not choose surgery, but if he chooses surgery, he's out for the year. I think he should choose surgery just because he's young. It's a weird year. The Pistons aren't going to win at all. And I think he should just have surgery, call it a year. But it's looking like they're going to maybe get a top 3 pick in the draft if they keep this up, which is nice because they need to get a top guy, hopefully a guard. Then because Derrick Rose, he's going to be out after he's got 1 more year of contract. I think they should just keep those good thing to keep him this year. Just to mentor the other guys, which they all love him. Everybody loves Derrick Rose. Hopefully we can get rid of Blake Griffin at the trade deadline. He's Blake Griffin. He's great player, but he's just so injury prone. He's always getting hurt, and yeah, I think if he can have a good year, we can trade him at the deadline, get some young guys, maybe some picks. Yeah, Jeremy Grant, he was in Denver. I liked him in Denver. Then we got him, and now he's tearing it up. I think he might be most improved player of the year. He's averaging 25 a game, which is nice. Over to the Red Wings. First game's tonight against the Carolina Hurricanes. Gonna be very good. I'm curious to see how this team works. I don't think they're gonna be very good, but they're young. It's gonna be fun to watch. Dylan Larkin finally getting the C, which is well deserved. It's the first C since Zetterberg, and I don't think anybody else should have it except for Dylan. They just got I forget where he's from, but top 5 pick in this year's draft. I don't think he's gonna play much this year. He might get called up towards the end of the year, but I think he's gonna be in Grand Rapids, with the Griffins, learning in the minor leagues. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I don't know much about the Red Wings, being honest, but I love Dylan Larkin. I think he's gonna be fun to watch. Lions, they fired Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn. Finally. It's a great move, and now they're in the search of finding a head coach and GM. I think they should get the 49ers defensive coordinator, Robert Saleh, which would be a great pick because he is from the state of Michigan, born and raised in Dearborn, went to Dearborn-Fordson, played football at Northern Michigan. He's tearing it up in San Francisco with the 49ers with one of the best defenses in the league. GM, I don't know much about it. I know some of the top candidates, but whatever they go with, I think they'll be the good decision. Anything's better than Bob Quinn. A lot of people don't know that they trust Matthew Stafford. I do. I think in this draft with the 6th pick, they should take either Devontae Smith if he's available, the wide receiver from Alabama, or Mac Jones if he's available, quarterback from Alabama. Or Zach Wilson from BYU, quarterback. I think they just need a quarterback that's not going to be mad that he's not starting. And he can have a year to learn under Stafford. Stafford can stay with us for another year, and then we can give him somewhere that needs a quarterback. They need to, whoever the GM is, they need to pay Kenny Golladay, one of the most underrated wide receivers in the league. Does not get any representation, but partially I think it's because he's in Detroit. Same with Matthew Stafford. He's one of the top QBs in the league, and he just does not get the respect he deserves because he's on the Detroit Lions. If he is on any other team, he'd be getting amazing respect, and he'd probably be a top 5 quarterback in the league. It's just he's in Detroit. Nobody talks about him, and yeah. That wraps up this episode of Sports in the D. Thank you for listening, and hope you tune in next time. Thank you.